Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Levels of Madness. It has been a little bit, but we are back. We are healthy. Hopefully, we are sane. Probably not. No guarantees on mental health. How is everybody tonight?
Fantabulous.
Not too bad.
Bree, once more. Makeup. On point.
Thank you.
The horns just blend in now. They just look like they're part of you.
It kind of feels like it because they're.
You look weird without them.
If we ever when we get to see each other in person, I'm gonna look like I'm missing hair.
Where's your horns? You look so strange. I don't like it. Go grow them back. I am not attempting to fiddle with the map as I'm talking to you guys. Of course not. I am a prepared DM.
Speaking of horns, Sis sent me something terrifying the other day. It was a lady cosplaying a Twi'lek. Twi'lek.
Oh yes, I do not like Caucasian colored Twi'leks. Like I don't think that's a thing that should happen. Like it's just because then they have these fleshy not specifically flesh, but like the pink my color fleshy.
Like
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. Mm-mm,
It's not good.
Just
I don't need it.
Fleshy tendrils.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Fleshy tendrils is not ever
Yeah,
something that should be combined.
Yeah, exactly. Get out of here, Caucasian Twi'leks. Twi'leks. Is it Twi'lek or Twi'lek?
I've heard it both ways.
I feel like every time we have any kind of conversation like this, it's always acceptable to use both, kind of like octopus.
I've listened to lots of Star Wars books.
Star Wars books? Have I read lots of Star Wars books?
No, I said I have. Different shit.
I can't hear you, and I'm not sure why. Okay, I thought it was just me.
Yeah, you're.
Thank you, Julie, for saying that I look great.
Welcome to everybody in chat. Hello. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Hi, chat.
All right, so we'll go ahead and get started, getting some D&D and some intros, as always.
I don't remember where we were at all. Just for the record.
It's a weekly thing, it's fine.
Is that
Say something?
Hello.
It's not underwater.
Is that better?
No.
No? God damn. I turned off all of the.
I like to wait until we
dampers.
start to do anything wrong.
It adds charm. It shows everybody that we're human. Well, at least Troy's human.
Yeah.
At least partially. All right, so as always, I am Jess. I am your dungeon master this evening. And we have with us Bree, who plays Muirin, our grave cleric. Then we have Josh, who is our warforged fighter, Nines. Troy plays our warforged monk, A.A.S.H.U. And then Brandon plays Caspian, our sea elf warlock.
Hello.
Any clue what happened last time, guys?
The last thing I remember is that I was trying to fuck a tree or steal oranges or fuck an orange.
That does not narrow down the episode.
Or even the game.
That's all 38 weeks we've been doing this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
Brandon.
Yeah. I think I shot Josh. I think I shot Nines. I think I did.
Yes, because he threw a rock.
You
He
stopped
threw a
on rocks.
rock, and then someone like
Oh yeah, I was
Wait.
invisible because I figured out I could
was
be invisible.
and you were really proud of it, which was charming, except for the fact that you didn't tell anybody. So you got like, was it witch bolting? What was it that someone threw something
I blasted him.
with something? Eldritch blast?
Yeah,
Something.
I finger banged him.
There it is.
The way to say it. Yep.
Pew, pew,
Yes.
pew, pew.
So we concluded our fight with the trees that had randomly come alive and attacked you guys while you were preparing for your warning. You teamed up with Aspen, the Furbolg, who was with Brix, the Oracle Loxodon. And together you defeated these two trees, things, if they were trees. And then, Nines decided that while everyone said their goodbyes to Brix and Aspen, he was gonna slip off into the forest a little bit and play some tricks, and almost he tried to hit Caspian, and then just drew his attention and a Eldritch Blast.
It's fun.
Bang bang.
Do we remember where we are trying to go?
A town.
Mountains.
Nope. There we go. The answer's no.
Euphoria. Is that where we're going? Or no, we were going to go to another town before we got to Euphoria.
I thought we had
Jackal.
I
Jackal. Is
remember
it a
you had
jackal?
given us
Jackal.
a jackal. I remember that you gave us options, and it was like you can go towards the beach, or you can go towards. I feel like there was mountains involved.
It was
in
a
the
trip. Wasn't it a
options,
triple fork in the road?
like
I do
inland.
remember that whatever you chose, like there were go towards water options, and you chose like the opposite of that. But
Yes.
also, that wasn't like how we would get to where we needed to go. And also, you're not supposed to do that because the Loxodon told us that you weren't supposed to do that. But I don't remember if we know that or not.
Did you know that
We
all
definitely
your
would've-
party members have amnesia? Is that how you wrote this game? Is to make sure that we all had amnesia? For some reason, every couple of days we just forget what the hell happened.
It keeps things interesting, keeps things fresh. History checks take on a whole new meaning to see if you even remember what you've lived through. I mean, fairly accurate for life. Let's see. So, yes, we are currently trying to get out of Haimor Forest. Haimor Forest is a large forest, and while you know that you are heading further north, you're trying to get to this town of Euphoria, which, and except for what Brix has told you, up to now you all had only thought was a rumored, crazy town kind of thing. But yeah, so we are heading off. I would love to say that I remember how long it's supposed to take you to get through, but I think it's going to take you just a few days, is what I said, to get through the forest. But it will take you a couple weeks to get to the spot where Euphoria is said to be. All right, so we are going to start with see. Somebody roll. That was very large. Somebody roll me a D. Roll me a D4. Whoever wants to. Take all the blame when something goes wrong.
Oh, I'm so glad it was him.
I nat one.
Well,
This
but I
did a
rolled at the
two.
same time.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what else did you
I
get?
got
You
a
got a
two.
1 and a 2? Luckily, it's not like a check. This is just to see what y'all might encounter during your travel. Alrighty. Okay. some shit from you guys. All right, so you take off, clambering through this forest. Has anybody ever had camping experiences like this, as far as being out in the wilderness for long periods of time? I know y'all have done some jobs for the Delvers, but for a lot of you, this was like your first big job.
Onto the wooden house. Just
Same.
because he's a wanderer.
Okay.
I'd be fine.
Does out at sea count?
Kinda.
I've
mean,
spent lots of time like not in towns. I've spent lots of time surviving in wilderness of different kinds.
Gotcha. What about
You-
Muirin?
Muirin's gone on like almost like field trips to, with other students to go be like, here are some rituals that occur out in the woods for death practices. But
Cool.
she's not like, this is her first time being out on her own in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Not really
Okay.
on her own, because I guess like
She
all
has
of these guys are
technical
here,
people.
but not with like
Technically.
yeah.
I
Okay.
have to take back what I say about Nines. I think he'd have a harder time in the woods because he's been on an island. He hasn't been in the wilderness. Wilderness isn't his jam.
Mm-hmm. Until the
The
last few
elements
years.
wouldn't do much to him, but yeah, wilderness. I mean, as he travels through, he would not go into just walk into the woods. He would take paths and like main roads
Mhm.
in towns. Yeah, he wouldn't do that. So he'd have a hard time here.
Okay. So yeah, the paths unfortunately are not. This is not a well-traveled area. Haimor Woods has been named, yeah, but everyone is still exploring. The Delvers are still currently attempting to push the boundaries of the known world. So for as far as all of the areas that you have been in this general vicinity, there's no real countries here. But the mapped and known world is not very large. You have certain types, mainly who live on the water, who go out and they push the boundaries knowing where there is land. But excursions don't always fare well, and many of them do not return. So, as far as everyone is aware, the world is incredibly wild, and people are, I don't want to say like few and far between, because it is a populated world, but it takes a lot longer to get to a big city or a big town. Anything more than just like family dwellings and farms kind of stuff. So Haimor itself has not been mapped, which part of what the Delvers do, they go out, they send cartographers, and they send just groups of people to push the boundaries and to allow more settling. It's not what y'all's job is, though. Y'all are just trying to get the fuck out of the woods. So you're continuing. You actually wind up crossing a downed tree one day. It's about the 8th day of travel. And that is because you got lost. For Brandon, why don't you roll me a d6?
Yeah, Brandon.
Roll a d6, Brandon. Ooh,
6.
Oh no, not the 6.
I critted how many days we got lost.
Neat.
Just as like you get lost for 7 days. Congratulations on critting.
Would we have long
Yeah.
rested already?
Oh yes, you've been traveling for a few days. You've
Thank
come
God.
across some environmental hazards, but nothing terribly scary in the first few days. And then you realize that you've camped here before. You're pretty sure. Nope, you are absolutely certain that that is indeed the location of the ruins that y'all just cleared. That was like 4 days ago. Well, shit. Y'all got lost. It does add an extra 6 days to your journey.
Sick, bro.
Classic.
So on the 8th day, you are crossing a felled tree. And it's just, the drop is not terribly far. It's more just easiest. And as you cross over, it's about midday. Everyone roll me a perception check.
22 for A.A.S.H.U.
13 for 9s.
20, dirty 20 from Muirin.
10.
Nice. Okay. So the entire party, you see that there are many different sized chunks of stone littering the ground ahead of you, nestled deeply in the vegetation growing all along the floor. They appear to have been an off-white color many, many years ago, but they've now been stained green from the plant life growing around them. As you pick your way through the varying sizes of rock, some small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, and others are larger than Muirin, you see that many of them have been carved into humanoid figures, statues. From what you can tell, there must have been many of them once standing here. Perhaps this is another remnant of the ancients and their world, or it's come up in the last 500 years. But some artist had hewn these rocks, and then they'd been lost to time. For A.A.S.H.U and Muirin, as y'all are looking around and you're seeing faces and carved arms and legs just tumbled about this place, you also see that scattered amongst the debris are small boxes, some that have candles around them that have been burnt down to almost nothing, some of them containing jewels, some of them containing items, as if these were offering boxes. Inside, together, you find 10 shiny gemstones. You find a hat,
A hat?
I want
What
that.
kind of hat?
a ring, a staff that is in the shape of a snake, and a medallion that has a skull face on it.
Ooh, I want that.
Necklace of fireballs.
If y'all would like to investigate any of these things, if anybody has anything that can help them, try to figure out what these items are. If you want to roll me Arcana check to see if anything is magic babies, and then Muirin and A.A.S.H.U can tell me, do you show the other two what you found?
Ooh. Hashtag new
Did-
life.
God damn it!
Hey, clip it! Clip it!
It's clipped, baby.
He was so quick. Holy shit.
First one of
He
the
just-
night, out the gate, and it's not me.
I only said like one word and then immediately noticed, but he saw it.
Josh is like,
He's like, I've been waiting. I've been waiting.
I mean, A.A.S.H.U's just gonna walk over and pick them up, not trying to hide it or anything. So if they see, then they see me grabbing them and looking. And I do an Arcana check on the items.
I was about to ask, did you say Arcana?
Go ahead and tell me which one you want to do an Arcana check for.
What are my options again?
They're in
And,
chat.
The medallion.
Did you have a question, Bree?
Did you say that it was in chat? Oh, I see.
The Roll20 chat.
On the feed on Roll20, yeah. I get a roll of 20 Arcana, 20 Arcana on the medallion with the skull face.
I'm gonna
Cool.
do Arcana on the staff in the shape of a snake.
Okay. Give me 1 second, and I can drop the item.
Nice.
It's made of some material.
Yeah, there's a snake on it.
There is a snake.
Can I
It's-
identify what kind of snake?
Snake on
Can
it.
I,
Yeah.
like, I'm sitting there looking at it and going like, well, the head is shaped like this, so it's clearly a venomous staff.
I'm waiting. Are you going to show? I am attempting. There it is. Okay, so A.A.S.H.U finds the Medallion of Thoughts. This medallion has 3 charges, and while wearing it, you can use an action to expend 1 charge to cast the Detect Thoughts spell. This medallion will regain 1 D3 expended charges daily at dawn, which means that every day at dawn, whoever has it, if you've used it at all, you roll 1 D3 to see how many charges you get back.
Okay. Can I do another one on another item?
Mm-hmm.
I
The
feel
Medallion
like
of Thoughts does require attunement, so if you wanted to use it, you would have to take the time to.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one I want.
I want
Or
the
if I
hat.
want
I
to
want the
trade
hat.
what I have.
Do we
the
see them
staff.
messing with this shit?
Are y'all attempting to hide it at all?
No,
No,
I'm not.
Then yes.
I'm just looking through the items, but I get first dibs since I noticed it first.
That's not a very A.A.S.H.U thing to say.
That's very true. That's a very Troy
That's a
thing to
Troy
say.
thing. Yeah. This staff, is it like a weapon staff or like a magical staff?
Wow!
With Muirin's Arcana check, she would be able to tell that the staff does have magical properties, but she don't know.
But just by the look, like, I'm not trying to run a check on it. I'm just trying to get what it looks like. If
Like,
it
does
would
it-
interest me if I wanted to check it.
Okay.
Like, does it look like if he were to
Yeah.
hit someone with it, it would break?
Yeah, like, could I, like, spin it around and hit people with it?
I mean, it's a
Wield it.
staff.
Or is that more of a wizardly staff?
Gandalf fucked people up with his staff, so like, I think you can do whatever you
most
want, buddy.
definitely did. Hang on.
You can get to my super awesome roll when you're ready. Don't worry.
I will. I'm gonna, because I know you want the hat, right?
What the heck?
Has anybody checked the ring?
I will check the ring.
Roll20 does not like for me to copy and paste things into it, so pictures
gotta-
at least.
13 in Arcana for the ring.
Okay, Troy, I put in Discord what the staff looks like.
Oh wow! What's that? The Riddler staff?
That's
It
pretty
looks
cool.
awesome, but I don't think that's something I should fuck with.
Okay, hang on.
Pretty sick, though.
Because I just saw that it didn't show y'all the picture of the other thing either.
I'm gonna run a check on the ring after you get to 9s is 21.
I did an Arcana on the ring. I mean, you can as well. If you're not impressed with my 13 Arcana.
If that's not good enough for you.
Wow,
Ouch.
Troy. Wow. It's pretty rude.
Didn't even have to use
A.A.S.H.U looks
words.
at it. A.A.S.H.U looks at it even better than Caspian does.
Even better.
His eyes zoom out.
He starts
you
appraising it
don't
in
have to
stone.
show off. Oh yeah, I think Muirin needs to wear that shit right now.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
So,
We should just give it all to Muirin and she can be our protector.
Okay,
she says all the things.
I appreciate it.
All right, let me drop what the hat is.
What the? I just looked. Those are fucking cool.
Hat of Disguise.
While wearing this hat, you can use an action to cast a disguise self spell from it at
Please.
will. The
Let me have
spell ends if the hat is removed.
Okay, so he was so excited about being invisible. Like,
fine with him having that hat.
Yeah, that seems like that's.
And I'm not a sneaky person. Like I'd put the hat on and I'd be a different person, but I'd still be a drunk different person.
Right.
Like it would be
that'd just be
0%
annoying.
helpful. Yeah.
So we have more drunk people
No
around
matter-
us then.
No matter what, you would just be like, and that right there is Caspian. We know it's you. Don't be a
Yeah.
dick. All right.
But I don't
So
know what you're talking about. That's someone else. His name is David. How about that?
while inspecting this ring, Caspian gets distracted by the fact that the inside of the ring is covered in very,
Oh
very
my
soft fur.
god.
What?
Look at that fucking
On
ring.
the top, it is a wooden ring with very soft white fur on the inside.
Oh
And then on the
my
top are
God.
two white. They could be fox-like creatures, but they are definitely of a magical kitsune variety. And they are laying
It's
in a
so
yin-yang type of
beautiful.
thing,
I want that
No-
ring.
nose to booties, snuggled up. This
Spooning.
It's a cuddle puddle.
A.A.S.H.U with your telescopic sight, colored in magic, can see that this is a ring of warmth. While wearing this ring, you have resistance to cold damage. In addition, you and everything that you wear and carry are unharmed by temperatures as low as negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's
It's
pretty
so
sick.
cute.
If anybody
Aw.
else would like to attempt to run a check on the staff, we can go ahead and do that. And Josh, I will let you decide what the hat looks like.
No
for your hat of
way!
disguise.
Oh my
Because
god.
it does not have a picture.
Arcana.
I'm
I got a
reading the
13
spell right now.
Arcana.
Oh my
You got a 13?
Yep.
Okay. Um. eh.
You can ask Asher to look at it.
Wow.
You can tell that it is not a common item. And you can tell that you would have to attune to it, but you still cannot tell what.
Asher walks over like he's gonna tell him something, and he's like, "That's a stick."
Bree, actually, can you go ahead and roll for? Did you look at the staff?
I
You
looked at the staff with Arcana. I don't know if I can try like religion on it.
You rolled really bad on that, right? Go ahead and roll again for me because I'm actually going to give you advantage on it.
Nope.
11.
It's
Has
a
anyone-
cool staff.
Has anyone rolled Arcana on the staff?
Josh.
Josh has not rolled Arcana on the staff.
I'll take a peek.
There we go.
16.
16.
Thank you. Squeaked by. You're good. The reason why it is actually so difficult for you to figure out what this is because it's not for you. This is a staff of the Python that can only be wielded by a cleric, a druid, or a warlock.
Ah.
Caspian's just drunk. You can use an action to speak the staff's command word and throw the staff on the ground within 10 feet of you. The staff becomes a giant constrictor snake under your control and acts on its own initiative count. By using a bonus action to speak the command word again, you return the staff to its normal form in a space formerly occupied by the snake. On your turn, you can mentally command the snake if it is within 60 feet of you and you are not incapacitated. Blah, 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 blah. If the snake is reduced to 0 hit points, it reverts to a staff and the staff is destroyed.
What?
If the snake reverts to staff form before losing all of its hit points, it regains all of them.
Wait,
I'm
so
sticking with my medallion.
so only me and Sis can use the staff?
As of right now, yes.
What are you again?
I'm a warlock.
Do you want to arm wrestle?
You already have the ring.
Oh, I thought A.A.S.H.U had it.
No, Asher just looked at the ring, but he's gonna keep the medallion first.
Can I have the ring?
Yeah. Or,
Yes.
I know Brandon was looking at it. I don't know if he wants it or not because he checked it first.
No, I know Sis wants that ring.
As soon as he drops the ring into my hand, I'm like this. With the staff.
Wait, we're good.
Yeah.
All right. So those are all items that you should be able to add to your inventories. And then I will.
Can I put the hat on? I'd like to
You're
put the hat
moving.
on.
What does the hat
What?
look like?
What does the hat look?
I'm still trying to think of what the hat looks like, trying to find something. But
Okay.
so the hat lets me turn into whatever I want. I don't turn into whatever I want. I just am giving the illusion that I am something else. So like if I make myself really buff, if you're gonna touch my muscle, it's not there. You're gonna pass through it and touch me. So like I don't get stronger. I just look different. So as long as I can dream it, I can be it, right?
Calm down.
I just dropped the entire spell for Disguise Self. The only difference between this is that you don't need any of the verbal components or anything like that. It's you put it on, and then the moment that you take it off, the Disguise Self spell goes away, as opposed to 1 hour of Disguise Self.
Okay, so Nines is gonna put the hat on right now. Right now.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I gotta give you guys what I look like here. So
Oh dear.
as Nines puts the hat on, slowly armor starts building around him. And his form changes. Something pretty much looks like that, but holding two battle axes, like two-handed battle axes that should be two-handed, but he's dual-wielding them. So
Can you
clearly
describe
not possible.
that for the folks at home?
It is essentially a armored knight.
It's a giant suit of armor.
A giant suit of armor with
Like
a
a
face
sexy
armor.
mech.
Yeah,
But,
like a
but not
sexy
like
armor mech.
clunky. Yeah.
Yes.
It looks tailored to fit.
Yes. And his image changes to this from his Warforged self.
How does Nines feel?
Fucking awesome.
Okay, and then I
Also-
will go ahead.
Guys, I got two tendrils now. Got a
Ooh.
spooky one and a spiky one. It has a swim speed of 60 feet.
So you've been asking
Or no, 30 feet.
everything that you've encountered what its swim speed is. Does that mean you can do whatever it is you're gonna do, like, or is it the dropping water on, or what is it with the swim speed?
I can, if there's a, it doesn't matter because I already control this. But if a creature has an innate swim speed, I can. If it is a beast and has an innate swim speed, I can control it with my trident.
Gotcha.
Because it is
Fantastic.
trident of fish command. But no, I just that giant constrictor snake is sick. It's a huge beast, and it can bite. Look at this bite. Ah, damn! If there was something here, it'd be fucked up right now.
Yeah,
I strike something for 19. Tree.
You hadn't gotten any treasure in the last
Ow.
ruin, and I will say that you did miss it. There was treasure in that ruin for you.
What?
but- yeah.
It was behind one of those fucking walls.
Should have tried harder. My hat looks like this, by the way.
Huh?
Are these gems magical, or are they just like currency?
Those are just gems. Some of them could be used in. You have an Ed Hardy cap. Is that a bejeweled Ed Hardy cap, or is that just me?
It's got a bunch of snakes fighting an eagle.
Wow.
And a
I had
skull.
forgotten that.
Is that a skull? I just saw an eye.
existed.
It's a snake and an eagle fighting in a skull with the eye popping out.
After
Which
all-
I don't know why the
That's the
skull has an
game.
eye if it's a skull.
Right? Shouldn't have eyeballs anymore. That should have been one of the first things that went away.
Well, it's an Ed Hardy hat, so
Alrighty. Brandon, just so you are aware, or anybody in general who can summon anything, if you turn into anything, when you roll as anything except for the character that you have on the tabletop, it's only going to show up for me and you. So, Brandon, the two things that you just rolled, you and I are the only ones who saw it. So, just so y'all are aware. I mean, to be fair, you rolled a nat one for one of them, just testing it out. So
That's true.
It can bite, but it doesn't twist well.
But I've got a 19 on that bite. It's a bitey snake.
I just wanted to let y'all know because I did not realize it at first, but that is the reason why. The gems, yeah, they are just gems. They honestly all look to be of pretty good quality. So they will probably fetch you a pretty decent amount, trading or just trying to sell it off. Okay. Is there anything that y'all would like to do while you are in this clearing before we head out? Again.
Nines is just dancing around real excited right now that he can look like whatever the hell he wants. He takes the hat off and turns back and then puts it back on and turns into a big fucking ogre. And it's just like, and then takes it off and then puts it back on and changes back into that thing.
You're welcome.
You'd
enjoy it.
How many changes does it have?
Unlimited.
Unlimited? Okay.
Muirin's like, I'm excited for you, buddy. Good job.
It'd be so funny if you burned all three of his charges in the
every
first 5 minutes.
Every time he changes, Muirin's just like,
Excellent. Magnificent.
So yeah, y'all would actually have to wait a little bit before you could use the hat. You would have to attune to it first.
Oh. How long do I have to attune to it for?
A short rest. And you have to be focused on only that item. So for an hour, you have to be in physical contact with it.
You gotta get in close with that.
Okay, so I still look like Nines. I'm gonna attune to it first.
And it could literally be like the way that you attune to it is like putting it on, trying to turn into something and then taking it off and trying again. That could literally be how you attune to this. If you get a weapon that requires attunement, then you could just sit there for an hour fucking trying, swinging it around, getting used to it. That's what attunement means for anything. Purposes wise, I always like to describe it because it's like, okay, how the fuck would you attune to something in the natural world except for like, let's get on the same wavelength. That's not it. It's just literally you getting to know this weapon. If it's a sentient weapon, you may be having a conversation with it. That kind of stuff.
I feel like there's plenty of ways to attune to something in real life.
Yes, but do you call it attuning?
Yes, specifically.
I mean if you're getting sexy with it.
Hey, you want to attune? That's what I say.
All right. So, y'all can hang out here or that evening. At some point in time during the day, you are all able to spend the time to attune to the items that you found. You place them on and all of that. So that is all in your inventory now.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you equip it if you want it to be equipped.
Actually, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. All right. So y'all continue on, and you can tell from the density of the trees surrounding you that you're starting to get to the edge of the forest. We're about on day 10 now that you have been walking, but you're pretty sure you're almost out. All right. So I need y'all to, again, roll me a perception check. Actually, no, not perception. Roll me nature.
10.
Oh, nat 21.
4. I didn't get out much.
You're still just looking at that ring. You're just like,
yeah, I'm just like.
Caspian's a very outdoorsy kind of man.
Petting it. Caspian, you did not roll at disadvantage.
That's nature check. So I roll a
Or is it
disadvantage.
just perception?
Things that are like a charismatic thing, like if I am
Got you. Okay.
persuasion, deception, probably investigation, like things that take like real mental capacity. If I'm like attuning nature, like history, like if it's something that I would know, like it'd be more things like that. Like animal handling, I feel like acrobatics, I would feel like I would roll disadvantage of.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
but
think
like,
anything like dexterity related would probably be. I think dexterity, intelligence, probably not wisdom necessarily. That's going to be
Street
case by case basis because it is something that,
Yeah.
you know, functioning alcoholics can actually be pretty fucking street smart.
Yeah, if you're
Street
like,
bats.
hey, yeah, what can you tell me about this ship? I'm not gonna roll at disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, duh. Yeah, that's something most definitely. Seafaring stuff.
Yeah,
You're good.
Well,
You would be at
water
advantage
knowledge,
otherwise,
fish
but
knowledge. Yes, but yeah.
you
So
just get
it
to
won't
roll.
be.
Okay.
It won't just be like I don't have a blanket rule. I roll disadvantage at
Okay.
everything.
I like that because it makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting the thought into this. I appreciate it. All right, Caspian. So as y'all are walking, you trip on a tree root.
Thank you so much. Really well done. By the way, you fall on your ass.
And while you are down there, you pick yourself up and you're ugh, spitting leaves out, and you recognize the smell.
These leaves taste familiar.
It's not the leaves. You smell a beast nearby. You can smell that this beast has left its mark all over this area. It smells musty. It kind of reminds you of that time when you were meeting up with a friend of yours in a lovely little portside city. And they wound up having to throw the both of you out, and you landed in a pig pen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Only
That tracks.
more wild, more musty.
That's a
Mr.
boar,
Nuts.
baby.
This is some animal, some big piggies. Yes, you guessed it. It is the home of at least one wild boar.
Sweet.
Do you tell everybody this, or do you just go, noted?
I pull out my trident and I'm like, there are big pigs around us.
He's a big pig. Yep, yep. You can be a big pig too.
And I'm like, trident, and I'm like, looking around. And I'm like, I know a big pig when I sense one. There's a big pig in these butts.
Yeah, it can. Yep, yep, yep. Okay.
And I hope that the rest of the party is taking that as.
All right. So everybody roll perception checks for me now.
I smell bacon.
Foes bacon. Yep, yep, yep. He's a big pig. Yep, yep. You can be a big pig.
20 for A.A.S.H.U.
15.
11.
an 11.
Alrighty. So, Nines and Caspian, you can see that there is indeed a very large boar. And it is ahead of you about 20 to 30 feet, depending on where you're standing. Unbeknownst to you, but seen by the other two, it has a mate.
Question.
Answer.
How tall, how high off the ground, how tall is the boar?
How high is its butt?
I was
Not
waiting
the
for
butthole.
that.
Not that.
Yeah,
not
I was
that. I'm
waiting
not
for
going
it,
there.
and then you didn't.
I'm
You
not
didn't say it, and I was like,
I want to. How tall is it?
it is a large creature And according to Google, a
That's
large creature in D&D is like 10. Oh, where is? Like 10 takes up a 10 foot by 10 foot square.
Okay.
Not as big as the trees y'all fought, but still a big ass boar.
Second question before we move on real quickly.
No, you're good.
Does the disguise spell that I have, will that allow me to change into a creature that has a tail? Because it talks about appendages have to have the equal number of appendages. Is a tail an appendage that I need to, that I can't emulate? I'll
We
say.
can't do anything with it right now.
I would say no, because it does have that specific line about you must adopt a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs. So adding
Okay.
an appendage or something like that, like you would have had to have something there in the first place for it to disguise.
Okay. I was gonna try to be a sexy pig, but if his woman's there, then I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna start that here. So, all right, let's move on.
All right.
How fast do these pigs swim?
That's actually a good question. Let's see if they say. It does not list a swim speed.
They just drown.
Pigs can't swim. Everyone knows this.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
And
Most
tigers hate
common of
cinnamon.
pig facts.
Because I
That's
have
true.
too many windows open on my computer and it's going to start to run slow. So I'm rolling the good old fashioned dice, my little clicky clackies.
He's a big pig. Poo, poo, poo.
You're
It's gonna be in
welcome.
my head for days.
I know.
It was already going to be there for me. I just enjoy sharing this sanity.
It's better than the Christmas music that I had stuck in my head.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
I don't
I
like
wanted
Christmas
to die.
music. Okay.
As we see them come out of the brush, I would throw my. Can I? I can't. I haven't attuned to my staff.
Yeah, you did.
No, we attuned.
Yeah, we did.
This is a different day. Yeah, it's been
Okay.
a few more days.
Sick. Okay, yeah, I throw my staff out. So I got a snake.
Right. What command word do you use?
Oh,
Oh, I'm asking the deep questions tonight, motherfuckers. Let's do it. Y'all make
'Cause
me
I have
come
to-
up with
I- 'cause I-
NPCs on this.
I feel like it has to be something that Jafar would say from Aladdin.
did Jafar? Did Jafar?
He
Did
says that,
Jafar's
right?
snake have a name?
No, because he turned into the snake.
But didn't he have a snake staff?
Yeah, he has a
That he
snake
used
staff.
to-
He
yeah,
did.
to
I don't think
hypnotize
he
people.
ever.
It
I
doesn't
don't
turn
think
into a
he-
snake. He turned into a snake when he was a genie.
He doesn't seem like the type to anthropomorphize objects, if we're being honest.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. How's that?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to come up with a snake name. Damn.
What's
I'm
the
gonna Google
snake's name from Harry Potter?
famous snakes.
Nagini.
It's not gonna be that.
Fine,
Nagini
then.
is Voldemort's snake, or you could just have like the basilisk, but that's also a creature. That's not technically a name. Unless you call him Bassie.
I'm gonna think about it.
All right. Do you want to go ahead and grab a picture for your snaky boo?
I'll do that too.
I'm gonna go.
El Diablo. That's not what it's gonna be, but Rattlesnake Jake.
Oh god.
All right, Rattlesnake Jake, get him.
Slippy. Nigel. Sammy. Genghis and Attila. Noodle.
Oh, Noodle! Mr.
Go.
Noodle! Mr.
Go.
Noodle!
Mr. or Mrs.
Danger Noodle.
Mrs. Noodle. Go,
Mrs.
Go, Mrs. Noodle. Yes.
Go, gadgets, snake staff. Ugh.
Get him, Mrs. Noodle.
All right, everybody, let's go ahead. And if Brandon is going to be throwing out his giant boa constrictor, we are going to roll some initiative. Let me clear out the old one. Give me a second.
Tonight. I'm on fire.
Did you roll it already?
I did.
Okay. Let me add you.
Nat 1.
You rolled an 18 first. Why are you rolling at disadvantage?
Oh, I don't know why I did it twice.
Fuck.
You're so nice.
And
you
I
did twice.
didn't click my character yet. So
4.
I'll add it. Okay, 9. You had a
7.
23.
Terrible rolls tonight.
and
That's my second or I think that's my second nat 20.
that's waste those net. I mean, what? Don't waste anything. What? 18. So the two highest rolls, and y'all forgot to. All right, that's fine. Sorry, there was like a long and mournful howl from a dog outside. That poor baby. They sound very sad. All right, so let me go ahead and roll initiative for these two.
Before we start,
Yep,
should we
yep.
take our break?
Yeah.
Or did we already talk about that and I missed it?
Nope, we did not. You are good. That don't you do it. Okay. I deleted it and I was mad. Okay. Let me get everybody here and then go ahead. And I just kind of threw y'all on the board. Staying on that side, y'all can go ahead and situate yourselves into, since you saw them before they saw you, I will let you situate yourself into how you would have prepared for this.
Which one's the girlfriend?
The one with the bow.
You can do a nature check if you would like, or it'd be nature, in order to try to see which is the male and which is the female, if you would like to.
I don't know the difference.
They,
They are
those
animals.
could be boobies. They could be dangly bits. We don't know. We don't judge. Nines honestly has nothing to compare it to. How should he know?
Okay.
Right. Everybody good?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Pull my hand X's out.
I'll find a picture of a snake for when we come back from break.
Okay. Awesome. So we are going to take a very short break. I always say that, and then we take longer than I intended. So I'm not making promises to you guys anymore, except for that we will be back in order to see if we can add meat onto the menu tonight.
That's what she said.
Don't ruin Lord of the Rings. And I think that they're adorable, but I don't know a lot about Pokemon, so I didn't know it's adorable but terrifying backstory. And now I love it even more.
It's like sweet, but also freaky, and also the whole murder thing. Like just like looking at it, killing mouth. Like legit, like he lost lives. I don't know. But yeah, that's my favorite right now.
Small, adorable, deadly. I love it. You love to see it.
You love to see it.
Alrighty. So I see Brandon, I see Caspian's tentacle, but I do not see
I'm trying to
your
find
Okay.
my noodle. I'm trying to find Miss Noodle
And
right now.
I would say that you would have been able to either throw out your staff or bring out your tentacle, but not both before.
Okay.
Like that is your surprise.
Okay, then the tentacle would be out, and I will bonus action Miss Noodle momentarily.
Okay. It is action to throw the staff on the ground and it becoming a snake. It's bonus action to put it away.
Okay. Okay, well then I will throw out the snake then.
Instead of the tentacles.
Yeah, because I can bonus action the tentacle.
Cool. All right, so it has to be within 10 feet of you, but other than that, and then you have its size. How big is it?
It's a huge beast.
Oh, goodness.
Wait, so you got this little ass staff that you take and you just chuck it out and it just like turns into like a sandworm?
Huge beast. Yeah. Turns into a giant boa constrictor.
Can it be like the Tim Burton, that giant striped snake?
The worm, the sandworm thingy?
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's not very on brand for Caspian, so.
Troy, good God.
If
That's
you,
it.
If you guys can help me find a fucking picture for Miss Noodle.
I mean, it's got to be radical now.
Because it is a huge beast.
Wait.
It has
Okay.
60 hit points.
I think I'll find one. I bet I can find one. Continue.
It is a giant constrictor snake.
Oh my god, I found it.
That was so fast.
As you are looking for that, you do notice in the clearing around you, so it is the dense forest still, you do have less density. It's starting to thin out, but you haven't quite made it to the edge of the forest yet. So you have these clearings, which you technically can't see the sky, but more sunlight is filtering through. Like that is how dense this forest has been. So y'all are starting to see this.
I saw that one actually.
You also see that. Everybody, actually, roll me perception checks. Perception. My tongue got stuck. There we go. Okay. Nines, you're honed in. You're in battle fucking mode. You don't see shit but these boar.
Muirin got a 12.
I got a 10.
Okay. So you notice that there is a cave-like structure behind the boars, behind one of the boars. The one on y'all's left, there is a cave-like area. But the rest of the area is surrounded by trees. The direction that you are traveling is not towards. Yes, that
Where I'm
is.
indicating.
Yes. The direction that y'all are traveling is not the direction of that. You're going actually just straight across the clearing. Not going into the cave necessarily. Like that's not your destination. But you do see that there is a cave over there That was not what I meant to do. I apologize. Manhandled Caspian for a moment. I know he enjoyed it.
Maybe we should try passing.
Nines puts the cap on,
Mm.
and armor encompasses his natural physique, but it's like the armor from the Destroyer in the first Thor movie, and just covers his
That's
entire body. And he's holding 2 hand axes.
Alrighty, sir. Go ahead. You have advantage.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna rush this. I'm gonna get the jump on Pink down here.
Okay.
Give him 1 hand axe. I have what is it? I have 2-handed fighting or 2-weapon fighting, so I can
Okay.
use 2 melee weapons in a row.
Yep.
Does a 6 hit this one?
6 will not hit.
How about a 12?
That will hit.
Yeah. For 6 slashing damage.
Alrighty, so you manage to slash into it, but you slash it right on its snout, and when it jerks back in pain, it actually catches your hand axe, the one that you hit it with, and it drops out of your hand. It just is able to take that hand axe out of your hand, jerking in pain.
Do I have advantage?
But you did hit it. You actually do. Yes, you do, actually. So that first one would be the one that it takes off because you hit it with a 12. So you lost 1 hand axe so far, but it's not flung across the clearing. It literally just like dropped out of your hand. Okay, and that was 6 slashing damage?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty, go ahead and make your second attack.
17.
17 will definitely hit. For how much damage?
8 slashing damage.
8 slashing. Okay, that hurts. But you are able to hit it in a sensitive spot, and you know you're just shaking out the rust a little bit. This is muscle memory, baby. You got this. All right. And actually, it's a D6. Go ahead and roll me 2 more D6.
Oh my, okay. 7 overall.
7 total? Okay. So you actually deal an additional 7 points of damage between the 2 attacks because you crit when you rolled initiative. So you got the jump on this dude, and the only thing is that you lost 1 hand axe. You can quite easily pick it up. That's what you can use your movement for next time if you want to. Anything else, my friend?
Nope.
Cool. It hurt. It hurt a lot. You've bloodied the fuck out of this thing.
My cat wants to roll initiative.
Your cat is always welcome to roll initiative. However, does get a negative modifier for the butthole.
Dang,
Damn. How tall is it off the ground?
Currently, on the table, very high. Think Snoop Dogg.
Wow.
A.A.S.H.U, it is your turn, my Warforged friend.
Okay. A.A.S.H.U's going to run up in front of Muirin, and he's going to take the dodge action. He's going to just hold his action, dodge.
Okay, so you're holding to dodge. Okay.
Yeah, A.A.S.H.U doesn't think that these are malicious beasts. Or can I do like an insight check to see if or a nature check to see if they're just protecting their territory or if they are?
Yeah, you can do either. Nature, insight, your choice.
Malicious.
Mm-hmm. Nature or insight, whichever which you
I'll
will
tell you right now, I just got a giant
Next.
snake. These boars are not walking out of this clearing. I'm just gonna tell you that right now, buddy.
You have not dealt with too many animals. Like you've seen different types of animals on your travels. But you have not encountered this type before, so you genuinely are like, they didn't attack us first, like we can just try to walk on by, but what their intentions are, you don't know.
I mean, he's just going to take a cautious stance. He's not sure about it, but he's going to have to deal with it when it comes to it.
Okay. And it is the boar that Nine's attacked turn. Coolness. All right, so it is going to attempt to hit you with its tusk. Does a 16 hit you? Nines?
No.
No? Okay. Alrighty, so it attempts to swing right
Sorry.
back and hit you. You're good. And it glances off your large metal frame. And you pose a little bit whenever it does. Like, you're used to putting on a show, and it you can't help it.
Can I give him the Brie Larson Captain Marvel scroll yell? She's like, ah, just like yell.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
All right, and the other boar is going to attack the one who is attacking their mate. So let's see.
Bring it.
Cool. So it is going to charge towards you and attempt to make a tusk attack.
Thunk.
So you are able to move out of the way.
Tim.
What'd you roll?
At the exact same fucking thing as 16. Yeah, so it
Give him the
charges past
bullfighter.
you. Yes. And your party can see this is the first time that you've seen Nines fucking enjoying himself. He
Shredding it.
is so delighted. Like, y'all could sit back and just watch this dude. He would be perfectly fine. You just see elation coming off of him.
In his element.
Very much so. All right. I feel like that's the only time I'm going to get to do anything in this fight. That makes me sad. Muirin, it is your turn.
Warforged are not constructs, right? They're humanoid, but they're not.
No, they are. They're built and then given life. Yeah, they're.
Okay. Humanoid constructs, I believe.
Yeah, they were made for a war, and then after the war, they just were like, well, now what?
We give you life.
Wait, so they were forged
For
out
war.
of war?
Well, from the perspective of I was going to do prayer of healing, and it says it doesn't work on constructs.
Damn.
Well, I mean, what does it do?
It just lets me heal like up to 6 targets that I choose.
I don't think we won't take much damage, have we?
I don't know. I don't know if we've healed since.
Yeah, we've
'Cause
rested.
the last time that I looked,
We're all full health.
but I think the last time I looked was like the overlay.
Mm.
So I don't.
Yeah, I'm good.
Sorry
So
that my cat is in the way. She wasn't in here before the I don't know how she got in here.
She's sneaky. She's the rogue of the group. Y'all just don't know it.
Yeah,
She's
clearly.
here for her audition for her spot on the party, and she doesn't understand why you're keeping her from her dream.
Okay. Is there anyone here who has taken any damage since rest? Okay, cool.
No,
The
we
pigs.
all good.
Other than
Fuck,
the
I'm
pigs.
fucking these pigs up.
Lord have mercy.
Oh god.
Oh man, I could have done a superiority dice move. Damn.
I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm sorry. I had planned on one thing, and then the construct thing threw me off. Can I hold
Yeah.
and get my cat out of here?
Do you want to move anywhere or you want to stay there?
I let me look.
She's stolen the fucking show right now.
Indeed,
Well, what's her name?
her name is Vala. Her name is Vala Maldoran. She's named
She's
after
kissing you.
She's named after the Stargate character. She's like, what
She's like,
is
Mom,
all over your
Mom.
face? Well, she's trying to get to crackers,
Right.
but crackers are not for kitties at all, at
That's
all.
what you think.
And she's real mad about that.
Look at my butthole. I'm so mad. Look at my butthole.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am in the game, and I'm gonna go let her out.
Okay, so we're gonna say that you're taking. Are you gonna take the dodge action?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Cool. All right, Brandon. Tell me what Caspian's doing. I know what he's doing, but tell me anyway.
He throws. I'm gonna end up changing this, but just for now, just so that way I have something. This, let me. How do I forgot how to add.
Give us a
picture.
second, guys. We'll get Bree back and then get back to our normal video layout. Hi,
Sorry.
Boo-boo.
Sorry. Did I break the layout?
We're good.
It's okay.
Can we blame my cat?
Yes.
Excellent.
And she's adorable, so it's okay. Only because I'm not her mom.
So yeah, so this will likely change, but it's uploading. But this is Miss Noodle.
Miss Noodle.
Miss Noodle.
Okay, hang on. Let me size her correctly.
What's
There
her
you go.
size?
Huge.
Giant? Huge?
Yeah, she's a huge beast.
Come on, man. Let me fuck these things out.
So huge is 3x3?
15 by 15, yeah.
So and I can throw her. So I would have used. So I was here. I will use my movement to go. What is my movement? 30 feet. I will use my movement to go here. I will throw out Miss Noodle there. And so throwing out Miss Noodle is my action. Or I would have done that. Like, did we say, like I said that I had thrown out Miss Noodle?
Yeah.
Okay, so then as an action, I will cast Eldritch Blast on this one.
And then go and you guys?
Nope.
No?
Miss Noodle has her own initiative.
Miss Noodle.
So I will Eldritch Blast this one.
Ooh. Exploded it.
Liquefy. Yeah.
And it
So
exploded.
So I
Yeah,
crit.
I was just thinking that, Troy.
I nat 20 for 26.
Did you just
Did
say
you
it
just-
exploded?
So I
You
do.
did balance so well.
So everything smells like bacon right now.
Yeah. I did 21
I do a good
fucking
Tim Allen.
critical damage.
Yeah, it hurts. It squeals in pain. You can see that a good section of its hindquarters has been charred by this. Is it force damage that the
It's force damage, yeah.
force damage? Yeah, so I feel like that would kind of cook, but in a different way, like a cross between lightning and fire.
I think
Yeah.
Cyclops' eye beams. Those are force, no heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll leave a mark. That'll leave a mark.
And then
But it is not dead.
wow.
It's pissed.
It's
Very
about to
pissed.
be. It's about to be dead.
With my which one have you been attacking that one?
No, I've been
That's the one
attacking the
that-
one that you just.
That's the one that you
Eldritch
just attacked. Yeah.
Wait, you've been attacking
Pink, not purple.
I was
I
trying to
hit
shoot
pink.
I was trying to shoot purple.
You did shoot purple.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Then I will cast I will use my tentacle. I will use my bonus action for Tentacles of the Deep.
And you feel that cold splash of reality as you sober the fuck up.
And I
And
will
immediately have a headache.
Yeah,
And you're
that makes sense.
so parched.
Can I if I were to put the tentacle there, would this pig be flanked? Just throwing it out there. So I'm gonna smack it at advantage. Does a 17 hit
17 will hit.
for 9?
I'm keeping track of the amazing qualities that you all have and the abilities that you have. Just making notes.
Just
Moving forward.
stack 'em up.
Just remembering that when I think, oh, hey, this thing is listed as a deadly encounter, I should probably make it slightly. No, full throttle. Step on the gas. Let's do this shit.
Step on the gas. So I 7 cold damage on the purple pig.
Cool. It's very confused. It got very warm on one side and then very cold on the other side.
And then since I have not rolled initiative for Miss Noodle, can she just go on my turn, or would I need to?
Go ahead and roll her for me.
Okay. How do I?
Don't get that fucking song stuck in my head too.
Roll
Because
initiative.
now,
Which version? Because there's 2 versions.
How did
Wasn't there like the Trisha Yearwood version, and then later the Leanne Rhymes?
How could I be? I don't know the words, but that's how it sounds like.
Yeah, like what? But one of them sung "How Do I Live," and the other one pronounced it "How Do I Leave." But she was trying to say "live." I just remember it when I was in high school. There was a girl in my dance class who was like real mad about that point, like real mad. That's the only reason I remember those songs.
How do I breathe without?
That
is
is
what I grew up on.
Um,
Leanne Rhymes is the one I'm thinking of.
I'm thinking of the Leanne Rhymes version.
I think she's the one who said "leave" instead of "live."
Maybe.
The inflection made it sound like leave a couple times, and it took buying. Oh fuck! I'm going to show my age. It took buying a CD and taking out the little pamphlet that had the lyrics inside of it for me to understand
I
what
miss
she was
the way
saying.
those smell.
Right.
Yeah.
And I honestly enjoyed the fact that every single song, for a great number of them that I owned, had all of the lyrics inside of the little pamphlet thing. That just made my little heart so happy that I didn't have to sit there and go, I'm 31 and I just now figured out what the lyrics to this freaking song is. Why was I listening to this at 10 years old?
That's why I buy vinyl.
Okay,
Besides the fact I'm a
Brandon,
dirty hipster.
go ahead and tell me.
I fucking crit rolled initiative, brother. Miss Noodle is ready to strike.
She is, and I am gonna go ahead and have her go.
It's a big green 22.
I'm gonna have her go now to do the first round because you did say that you pulled her out before. We just were waiting on the picture. So yeah, she can go ahead and take her turn, and then she'll go again after fucking nines because I hate myself. I hate
She
myself. Don't you
is going to
Jesus.
attempt to bite.
At advantage because it's flanked because I'm there.
Yeah. Does a 20 hit?
Surprisingly, yes.
She bites for 14 piercing.
Oh, come on. I wanted to gut this one.
Right. Piggy squeals.
It's
And
going down.
you can see that this is more of a concern to this pig than the tinier humanoid behind it.
She's a huge beast.
And natural enemy.
It's a
Fear
huge
me,
beast.
I am Miss Noodle.
Oh, all right. Well,
If your tentacle wasn't out, I could just imagine drunk ass Caspian like, fear me. I'm a noodle. I'm a
Oh,
snake.
there's gonna be lots of noodle jokes. Oh, I've got so many noodles.
Nines. Go ahead.
I'm gonna whack on him with the hand axe, looking like the destroyer. Fire in my eyes for advantage. Does a 21 hit?
You know, surprisingly, yeah. If
Well,
a 12 will hit, a 21 hits.
The first axe will land for 6 slashing.
6 slashing. All right. It's hurting a lot. It's squealing in pain. You can hear the just desperation of a wild beast as it's looking at you.
Let's give him the business one more time. I'm gonna do it for fun. Does a 21 hit? Oh, that was the last one. Yeah. But it's only 4 slashing. Darn. Oh well. How's it doing? Is it dead? I can hear
What?
Go ahead.
you. Yeah. So
Do you
with
want to wait? You have a whole ass disguise hat.
I'm wearing it. Look in chat. I
Okay.
look like this thing. I look like the destroyer from Thor 1 right now.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
So as I bring the first axe down, landing it in the top of its head, I swing the second one down right on the spine, chopping off its head completely, one foul swoop, throw the head up into the air, and see if Miss Noodle will whoosh,
She
catch
will.
it.
I will let Miss Noodle use her reaction to catch.
Yeah.
Wait, can I roll acrobatics to like do a cool twist and throw it up? See how cool it looks? Because I'm a performer, so
I feel like that's more athletics, just because it reminds me of like the fucking like the discus throw or whatever, the fucking thing where you wheel it up and then fucking chunk it.
At least once per
That would be-
session, we have some scene during combat that basically belongs spray painted on the side of a van, like airbrushed.
Yeah.
It's so glorious. Also, in chat, Albin D said the Mitchell's versus the Machine, where the dad says that looks like a Journey album cover, and the little kid asks what's an album, and I immediately died of old age. Yes, I've also heard that's a really fucking good movie.
It's
Heard it's really
incredible.
good too.
Yeah, what's
It's
it on?
fucking great.
Netflix.
Netflix. I've heard it's like really hilarious and interesting.
I
It's
cannot
got
recommend
a
it enough.
got
Excellent.
a gay lead character.
Fuck yeah.
That's like the main thing that I've heard about it. Was like they even like talk about her girlfriend and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's
Fuck yeah. I know it's animated. What's the age range?
I think kids can watch it. I think it's a family movie.
It's a family. It is very much intended to be like all
Nice.
like everyone in the family will enjoy it.
Nice.
And
I'm excited.
it's
My
like
kid immediately noticed rainbow flag pin. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. Because welcome to the family.
and it's like it's the studio that did Into the Spider-Verse. Like they can't
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay.
they
Okay.
can't miss.
Okay.
They're doing a great job so far.
And the
Okay.
cast is fucking nutty. Like it's so good. It's Abby and Alana. Is Abby Jacobson is the lead from? Oh my god.
Oh, from Broad City?
Yes, yeah, Broad City. Abby from Broad City is the lead. Eric
I've
Andre's
never
in it.
known
Maya
you
Rudolph's in
guys
it.
were siblings more than
Right.
just now when you both went. Yeah, it's this person from. Oh yeah, the person from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most definitely siblings.
Mm.
Okay, so all right, 9s. 9. It's not a pretty throw. It's a heavy head. It's bigger than you are. You chunk it up.
I tried to save you with I rolled dexterity to
Yeah.
try and like really like get in there, but I rolled a 5. Miss Noodle rolled a 5 for dexterity, so we both kind of like
So she manages to grab it because she's much larger than it, but it's not pretty. And whenever she chomps down on it, goo and blood and that looks like brain comes just raining down upon you.
Ah! He screams as he's bathing in the blood of his enemies.
So happy. He's so happy.
I want to do an action surge, so I
Okay.
can attack one more time with my axes on
Alrighty.
that other fool.
bloodlusted.
His eyes are ready. Does a 22 hit?
If you were closer, I'd throw something at you.
6 slashing damage for that first axe.
Cool.
Does a critical 24 hit
Wow.
for 10 slashing damage? Tell me I cut this thing in half. Is he dead? Is he dead?
Go ahead.
Yes. Yes.
I was like, I got a giant snake. I'm eating one of these motherfuckers. And you're like, but I have hand axes. Think again.
I have hand axes and the gods of D&D on my side. You rolled like
And
3
pure
nat,
unbridled
3 or
rage.
4 nat 20s tonight. Like
It's been great. I needed this.
Yeah.
it is the opposite of our one
Especially-
shot.
Especially after, yeah. So in the fucking
Hang on, let's
John-
finish this.
Okay,
Hang on,
I'm
let's finish
sorry.
this. As we are closing out, we can tell them about our lovely experience.
I'm not saying a word. You
I
all
wanna
are going to
hear
describe it.
Josh's.
No, you all describe it, you assholes. So because I'm so bloodlusted on this faint dream memory that I had for some crazy reason while I was powering down one night, I swoop with the first axe, taking off both of its back legs, and then just rage up the spine of it, chopping it into pieces, standing above its corpse, screaming in its blood. That's it.
You want to know what's really, really funny?
Yes.
If Josh had not been the one to kill these guys, they literally have an ability that you could have knocked them unconscious, knocked them to 0 hit points, walked away, they would have been okay to continue their lives.
No. Wait,
No.
what's in the cave?
their children, which we will also be eating.
No!
Can I
Do
take a
you
short
want
rest
to
before we go
go
in there?
and
It's
explore the
definitely their
cave?
kids. It's
Can I take it-
definitely their kids.
Can I take a short rest before I get in there so I can use that action surge again?
Josh is going to wait outside of the cave and be like, I got time today.
I'm just pacing back and forth. Just
It's
You can action surge explode a bunch of baby piglets? This is no.
no.
It's just
That's how you
no.
get a
music
nemesis.
of Order 66 plays in the background.
I'm gonna name my axes the what is it? The Children Slayer 9000.
One of those piglets is gonna survive, and it's going to come back, and it's going to seek vengeance on us.
Take a look at the pile of
No.
bodies behind me. They're not gonna survive. They're not. No one's surviving.
The big bad evil of this entire campaign will now be like a sentient wild boar in a mech suit.
Where are my testicles, Nines?
What did you do
Hello.
with my parents?
Hello,
Oh
my name is A.A.S.H.U. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Oh my god.
So did we want to short rest before going to explore the cave? Right. Anybody? I don't think anybody got fucking hit.
No, they did. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm aware. I rolled a die. Next time I'm doing this super deadly encounter.
Do it,
Good.
buddy.
I'm gonna do it. I was like, I didn't.
What was this one?
This was hard. If I'd added another, it would have been deadly.
Both
Literally-
teams keep
So you can rip out one.
overestimating our mental capacity as a group and underestimating just like our
lethality.
shared dumb luck.
No, I got it.
I
now,
like
don't
how
worry.
Josh's underestimating us was our intellect. Mine is y'all's ability to walk across a clearing and not murder something.
Yeah. Oh, we weren't supposed to murder them.
You could, but I literally sent y'all a Discord message saying, look at this book page that has D&D printed on it from Wizards of the Coast,
Oh,
saying
I
that you do not have to kill everything that you see.
Oh, I
Oh.
read that.
But did you see my response to that?
Yes, I did.
If you put creatures in front of me, I'm going to murder them. If you put anything in front of me in D&D that's not, even if it is cute, if you put anything in front of me in D&D, I'm gonna fucking kill it.
Like a main character?
I'm in combat. If I'm playing D&D, I'm in combat. This
like-
world is a PvP zone.
That's not true though. That's not, you don't have to D&D that way.
So everybody
I
roll
don't
me
have to
perception
do that.
checks.
18.
7. I'm still wiping the
9.
blood off my eyes.
How do I get XP outside of violence?
There's a reason I did not put y'all on XP ways to level up. I
how
do
you get
not
a
trust
Donnie
you
and a Mac.
guys. Yes, y'all will fucking. What is that? Where y'all grind? Just fucking grind for experience until you're
we're
level
certainly
20.
never
3
gonna get
episodes in.
XP of any kind from riddles ever.
We'll never get it. Ever.
Never.
Never.
Never go to get it. Never go to get it.
Okay, so. Hang on one second. You see. That I am reading very quickly. So try to break your hearts as much as possible. Make you regret everything that you just did. Okay. So, as you are resting, if you want to roll hit points, warlocks recover spell slots, all your short rest activities. You are all attempting to clean off blood. And why? Why would you do that to me, Josh?
You seen that movie? It's funny.
I have seen that movie. All right. While y'all are resting, A.A.S.H.U, go ahead and make me a wisdom check. Huh?
15.
15? Okay. All right. So as you are sitting there, you're meditating in the way of, your monastery. And as you are letting your mind wander, you are hit all of a sudden with the sounds of battle around you. And your eyes are closed because you're meditating. And they fly open as screams and the clashing of weapons. You hear bodies thudding against each other. You open your eyes and you are no longer in the clearing. You are surrounded by cool, smooth stone. And you remember, this is where you woke up. You don't really remember hearing this before, though. And as you look around, everything starts to become a little bit clearer. And you see bodies around you, both clad in robes similar to what you have on your body right now, and then garb that you do not recognize, a uniform of some sort. Do you want to do anything?
Control of him.
You find yourself in pretty much in the exact same position that you were meditating in. You're seated, your legs are crossed, hands nice and relaxed on your knees. And you remember that's how you were sitting when you were woken up.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to, I guess, investigate or. So I'm just surrounded by battle. Just shit's just going on.
You can still, there's nothing happening right around you. The room that you were in, apparently whatever fighting was happening has moved to a different area, but you hear it, so it's not far.
Okay, I'm gonna, I guess, get up and walk towards sound.
Okay. So you walk through the doorway and you are looking around and you're seeing all of these different faces. You don't recognize them, but it hurts to see, monks wearing the same clothes as you. You're like, I feel like I should know them. We're in the same clothes. Why don't I know them? Why don't I remember them? And as you're walking, you're about to cross through into the next room and you hear a voice yelling. And it's yelling, "We will protect our home." And this voice you recognize. This voice has talked to you for a very long time. You just remember every day that you were sleeping, you heard this voice caring for you, telling you about their day. And you see in front of you a tall, very thick half-orc swinging a staff eloquently. They are moving so quickly, it's lightning fast. If ever there was a cobalt monk, this was them. And then the spear comes from behind, straight through the stomach, impaling him. And he roars. And even this does not stop him. He is continuing. And you want to help him. You want to help him so badly. You know, this is your brother. Somehow you know this person. You know that they cared for you, and you need to save them. There's so many of these other combatants around him, and you're trying to get to him. Fists raised, ready to go to battle. You blink. You still see this in front of you. You hear the cries of your fellow monk. The rest of you hear coming from the cave soft squeals, getting louder and louder. A number of them. Do you choose to go into the caves? The cave, one, singular.
Am I still meditating?
Huh?
Am I still meditating?
You are sitting there. You're actually sitting kind of like about 5-10 feet away from the caves because y'all were all just kind of right out there.
Okay.
When Nines starts to move forward, A.A.S.H.U, you snap out of it. However, you have that overwhelming need to protect. And you are like, there is something in distress. And you have to protect it. There is a life that you have to protect, and that's all you can focus on right now.
Uh-oh.
I'm actually going to grab some piglets.
And that is actually where we are going to end the episode for tonight.
Oh,
I'm gonna fuck you
I
up,
wanted a
buddy.
duel between Nines and fucking A.A.S.H.U.
Gonna fight over some baby piglets.
I mean,
Wow.
it's y'all's moral obligation to jump in if you feel so inclined.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna fight a giant snake.
No.
Yep. Alrighty, everybody.
On hungry snake. You taking
So-
a bacon.
And how long does that snake last for?
I have no idea.
I need to look at it again. Miss Noodle lasts for
Ever. Forever.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
it does not have a time limit. So until you put it back. But as long as it's out, it can be killed.
Can I ride my giant snake?
Oh my god.
That's what she said. Bum, 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 bum,
Would it be the
Can I
first
ride no
time?
giant snake? It would not. Let's fucking go.
Got yourself a little saddle up there, little leather saddle.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Giving it little
You would
kicks.
not. You would not have that. But if that is something that you would like to search for as we go throughout
Fuck yeah.
the
Snake-
world,
giant snake
so you
saddle?
can ride your snake.
Wait, Brandon, I-9s is proficient in leatherwork. Yep. Wait, where is it? Yeah, leather workers' tools.
Oh, it's happening, buddy.
I gotcha. Wait, I'll take the leather off of these things. I gotcha, buddy.
You have one of them that's
Egg
still
pound.
mainly intact, and then you have the other one that's
Oh,
been
that
like
is true.
hack and slashed.
Put it in a blender of souls.
Yeah. On that, if while Josh is going to be looking for whoever we are wanting to raid this evening, did y'all want to discuss what happened during our we did 2 one-shots while we were on our little break for health reasons, and Josh was lovely, and he DM'd for the first time, and it was great. It was fantastic for
That was really
us.
fun. Yeah, for us.
We loved it.
We put him through the blender of souls.
Thanks.
It was very cute. We had someone who was playing with us before, but he's in school, so hopefully he'll get to guest from time to time. EJ, he's wonderful. He's so funny. And he is often our chaperone. But he
Too
didn't
much
get the,
anymore.
yeah, that's true. But he didn't get the memo that the rest of us talked about.
All being
So-
moon druids and transforming
Yeah.
into direwolves at the same time.
Yeah.
So Josh messages us and says, "Hey, don't get attached to your character. Like this is gonna be a rough one. I'm actively trying to kill you," which I appreciate knowing beforehand, because if I don't know, I'm gonna have issues. But if you're trying to kill me, let's go.
Sweet.
And yeah, we originally
I will roll
were
a
gonna
character
be
that is red to shred only.
level 3, and as those who have played a little bit of D&D knows, one of the most powerful characters or subclasses that you can be is a moon druid at level 3, because of the ability to use your wild shape to transform into stronger beasts off the bat. So stronger animals, including direwolves,
As a bonus action.
as a
That's
bonus
a
action.
bonus action.
And then Josh said, "Hey, think I might be making this a little bit too hard, so go ahead and bump up to level 4." Awesome. Some of us stayed straight druid, others of us multi-classed into barbarian druids.
As we went through the initiative list in our first combat, which, first of all, the first creature that he threw at us was direwolves, and we already had a plan, but either way that helped our plan. And then each of us, as it got to our turn, did something, and then he was like, "Anything else?" I turn into a direwolf. And he's just losing his mind, just as particularly because thrown into the mix is EJ, who, as I said, did not get the memo. So he had his normal turn, and then it was my turn, and at the end of it was like, and I turned into a direwolf, and he was just like, "Fuck,
Motherfuckers.
What's new,
Yeah.
pussycat?
And you guys were all fighting
Yes.
dire wolves and wolves.
Yes.
as direwolves, yeah."
As direwolves. And one of the best things about being with multiple moon druids who can all transform into direwolves is the fact that you get pack tactics, which means that you get advantage as long as you have a friend within a certain amount. And so it was, we came prepared, as Josh told us to. And Josh tried not to kill us as much as he originally wanted,
Because of
and
time.
discovered the folly of his ways.
And then he gave us a riddle, like any of us have a single
So
thought
that was
in our
the first
head.
session. We were all so happy.
It was a very pleasant
Except
session.
for Josh. It was
It
a very
really
pleasant session.
Josh
And then
the
Josh was
biggest
like,
fucking
"Okay,
client.
we're gonna do, we'll bring these. It's like it's a campaign of connected one shots, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, "Okay, we, some of us who originally created our characters should like, oh, my character has literally like no substance to them. They were here to kill and die." was not anticipating them surviving first session. So second session, we got a bunch of dum-dum, very strong characters trying to solve the most convoluted riddle.
It was very complex.
When you explained like what it was, because we never solved it.
We got
Instead,
2/3 of the way
I
there.
mean,
we did. We got so close. Didn't realize it, and then Brandon,
Murdered the main
as we
character.
see,
No, EJ murdered him.
I
it
just
EJ?
I
EJ
put the
murdered.
idea into his head.
So what I did is I made a campaign where as they entered into this one shot, they were all shrunk down to like 4 inches, and they were on a table, and there was a guy in a glass box wearing an iron mask, and they had to solve a puzzle, and a riddle helped them communicate with him because he was speaking in tap code, which if you don't know what tap code is, 5x5 box with the alphabet in it, and C and K take up the same box. So you can speak to people. Prisoners would use it. And I gave him a riddle to figure out the tap code box as the communication. Nobody figured it out. And then I left the vials of Get Big Juice on the table, and they were like, fuck helping this guy. And he's like in like a little like glass display case with a lock on the front of it. So they all get big, and then
Brandon, what did you do? What did you do? Because you said it in a certain way that was very funny to me.
I can remember.
When
you picked it up.
We liquefied him.
Because you were just like, and I shake it.
Oh yeah, I was like, I'm gonna shake the fuck out of this glass jar. Like, I
Yeah.
was just so mad.
You shook it up and mangled him.
gift in
Yeah,
a
it's like
toddler's
someone
hand.
whip it at the
Little
wall.
toy.
EJ picked it up and
did.
threw it at the
whipped
wall.
it.
And he got a natural 20. So he threw it at the wall, and it just painted the inside. So yes, and that was the main character.
That was
That
who we
was-
were supposed to rescue.
That was the
Josh
person they were supposed to
so
rescue.
mad. Oh, Josh was so mad. And we weren't trying to be dicks. We were just being ourselves.
We're just bad at puzzles and thinking.
So I watched. So after that, I went online. I watched 14 Michael Bay movies, and I wrote the next campaign. I watched Bad Boys 2 3 times.
Like the
In a row.
Fast and Furious series is like more, I guess, our speed. I don't
Yep.
know. I haven't seen any of those movies
Yeah.
actually.
Yep.
So
So-
you see that I just randomly sprinkle in
Perfect.
little fights where y'all get to go all murder crazy, and I'm hoping that it'll help take the edge off in order for y'all to go through the world and not become the villains of your own story. So we'll see how that happens. Like okay, though, to be completely transparent, the first session, my little forever DM heart just loved so much that it took one session for you to throw your hands up in the air and ask me if this is how it is every time. One session. That's all I needed. And I was so happy. And
Yep.
do you remember what I told you, though?
Yes.
What did I say?
I don't remember exactly what you said, but it was yes.
I said yes. However, there was a caveat because me and EJ combined would never be as much chaos as you.
Ah, yes.
I retract that statement now. Me in a campaign is never going to be as much chaos as you. EJ surprised me. And I loved it. EJ played a paladin in our last game and was such a good like such a good positive influence. Tried to be the fucking Jiminy Cricket to this entire party. And his next character was Jack Black. So I mean, I should have expected it.
A bunch of assholes.
But not on purpose, though.
It
Yeah,
was
I know.
on purpose.
I know.
So at
I'm-
least that was
You got to
The first
pander to your
session-
audience.
totally
You know?
on purpose. The first session was completely on purpose. Second session, no. That was an
Oh.
oopsie.
Well, this next session will be
We're just
interesting.
Great big dum-dums.
Oh, I love it though. I love that you thought either we were smart enough to figure out the 5x5 code or that enough of us had been to prison to know what that
It's just, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. You know, who knows?
legit. I love it though. Because it was so out of the box, and I was like, it's gonna be something that when he reveals it, I'm gonna feel like such a dumbass for not realizing it. And then as you were explaining, the scene from Harry Potter where Ron and Harry had been fighting, and then there was like that convoluted story that Ron made up to tell Harry to go and look at the fucking dragons. And he's like, "Oh yeah, no. I told her to tell you." And who would have guessed that? I think you
I
just
don't
went too
know.
deep. We're not that smart.
I know. I'm aware
They're
now.
pretty.
And strong.
It's a pity. And chaotic. That's where it all went. Intelligence is a dump stat. Sometimes we have the other one. Street smarts.
Street smarts.
I'm trying to remember the actual word I'm looking for that,
Wisdom?
and it's street smarts is the only. No, it's wisdom stands for common sense. There we go.
Mm.
There it is.
That's what I was, and it just John Mulaney kept popping as street smarts. Love him so much. He needs a new special.
He has one coming.
Does he?
Nice.
Mhm.
Good,
'Cause
good,
he
I don't
got
watch
good.
rehab.
commercials.
Yeah.
Bo Burnham, too.
I saw it on the news, Google News. I don't know.
I talked with Jess
Yay.
about the Bo Burnham one, and neither of us are prepared for how he's
No.
going to unpack the fucking
No.
pandemic.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Delightful.
but I'm excited. I'm also sleepy.
Have you found who we want to raid, Joshua?
We're good. We'll go to the end screen and we'll send everybody over.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right, everybody. We will see you next week. Until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye
Bye.
everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.